What's up guys, welcome to new Unreal Engine video. Today we are taking a look at the new upcoming templates for Unreal Engine 5.6. These are still in the works, but they showcased it at the latest livestream. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. Alright, so first of all, we have a new car vehicle example. So you can see this is an upgraded version of our current vehicle template that we have. And as you can see, it has a improved racetrack, it has checkpoints, it has essentially like times and best times and scores and things like that, and just overall an improved version of our current vehicle template. This will be super helpful for those making racing games, as honestly there's not many assets or templates out there for vehicles in Unreal Engine 5, if I'm being honest, you know. So this will be pretty cool, and of course will be obviously free, and yeah, it's gonna be really cool for the templates. Next up we have a side scroller game, and this is really cool. This is new. There's not any previous side scroller template in Unreal Engine. There was one on Unreal Engine 4 many years ago, but this is super cool. As you can see, it has things as, you know, bounce pads, and you can also go through collisions like in all these platform games like Super Mario, where you can like go through the collisions for different floors. You have wall jumps, and you can also push like boxes, right? As you can see right now in a second. For physics, it's overall super cool, super advanced, and you can do so many things with it. I think this was needed in Unreal Engine community, so yeah, it's upcoming. As you can see, there's also like pickups. You will see some NPCs in a second, some enemy AIs. Now these are using state trees instead of behavioral trees or blueprints for the AI, right? And this is just because this is the new way of doing AI in Unreal Engine, and this is what Epic Games is trying to push forward, which is also pretty cool. As you can see, there's also like interactive platforms that you will see in a second. Yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff, not gonna lie. Alright, then we have a top-down template, like a strategic variant almost, right? So we already have a top-down template in Unreal Engine 5, but it's very basic. In this one, you can drag, you have AIs, you have physics objects. In a second that you will see, like, there's a whole bunch of features. Look, they're even dancing, that we don't have in the current template, and this will be super cool for more like strategic games, because right now our current template is more focused on just, you know, point and click, and that's it. Honestly, that's what it is. In here you have the orthogonal camera, you have AIs, and you know, you can move around your camera in a free mode, which you can't with the current template. You can select different enemies, right? So to make the moves, or AIs in general. They jump between obstacles. Like it's just so more advanced. You know, you can actually like drag. It's just craziness. So I'm very glad that we got this new template in Unreal Engine. Next up is a new first-person template, which just makes me very excited, because right now the current first-person template is very basic. You just have a movement, and you can pick up a gun and shoot. In this one, as you can see, there's different like obstacles to shoot at. The bullets are improved. We have like a better shooting animation, a better pistol or rifle model. We have like, you know, jump pads, as you can see. There's a whole bunch of stuff, not gonna lie. I mean, definitely a very good improvement from our current first-person template. So I'm just seeing this already, you know, very helpful for a lot of people that want to do like things like that. As you can see, also the pickups in the background are like floating and spinning. It's just enhancing things overall, right, compared to our current template. So this is just so cool. You also have UIs at the top of the screen, as you can see. Like, it's just so cool. I love really the art style that they took for the template, also on the bullets. I don't know, I really like it, so it's gonna be super cool, man. And we also have a horror template. Yes, this is quite cool, right? You can see that we have kind of the first-person controller, but with a flashlight, and we have different events in the level, and you know, different like flashlight setting, and it's just dark, and it's a cool template to start to make a horror game, not gonna lie. Definitely an improvement from just picking up the default first-person template and then having to add these things manually. And yeah, I just think it's gonna be pretty helpful just to get a type of horror game going a bit faster, you know. And then, as you can see, we have a type of new third-person template, which is just improved. Okay, so we have new type of inputs, as you can see in a second. As you can see, kind of like, you know, we have different types of jumps. We also have a double jump and kind of a trail system, right? So this is just for third-person platformers, which is gonna be really cool. Right now, if you want to make something similar, you have to get the third-person template and code yourself the double jump, add a flip animation on the second jump, add a trail, and all this stuff, and it just saves time, to get going. Like prototypes or even whole games, the base will be over there, so it's just so good. There's even a dash, which is kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, and you can see super smooth, right? I really love the double jump and the dash. It looks so cool, not gonna lie. There you go. Wow, it's really cool, man. It looks like very smooth, and the animations are, very, very nice. So I just see a lot of cool games coming out of this, and it's gonna be super helpful for a lot of devs, man. I'm not gonna lie. And then we also have another type of top-down template, which is the action variant. And as you can see, there's a lot of AIs coming out of destruction, explosions, and yeah, just kind of a shooting game, let's say, out a top-down perspective. And I mean, if you're trying to do something similar, right, this will be a great starting point for you. And as you can see, there's also like score, combos, bombs, and yeah, honestly, it's gonna be super cool for games that you will use a top-down kind of shooter game with like enemy spawners. I mean, you have everything set up, and of course you can take things from this template and apply it for your own game, even though you're not doing a top-down shooter game. It could be literally a first-person horror game, and you could still get the enemy spawner code, right? So you can see the possibilities over here. And then we also have a third-person combat template. This as you can see, is gonna be really cool, okay? Because you will have a default attacking system from Epic Games themselves. And usually these are things that you have to code yourself with tutorials or your experience, right? You get animations from Fab or whatever, because the ones from Mix and are free are not very great and don't have root motion and things, and you have to do your enemy AIs and you have to do attack. Overall, again, this will be a good starting point to get games out there and just flesh out the code. So let's see a bit of the movement. As you can see, we have like a punch system, which is pretty cool with some camera shakes, and you can push physical objects to the ledge or whatever. Also, the things on the ledge cannot disappear over time, and overall the color of the impact object changes, which is kind of crazy. As you can see, it's like overall super smooth. There's a whole combo kind of system, which honestly I love. So this is gonna be definitely really cool for upcoming games. And I mean, I don't know, it looks very smooth and simple to me, so it's gonna be really cool. And now you will see that an enemy AI will come. There we go, it attacks you. You have a hit effect, which launches the player at the opposite direction. And yeah, you can make like a sort of cool fighting game with it. And you can heavily customize this, if you want more of a sword combat system, just replace the animations, but everything is done. I don't know, man, I love this. Honestly, it's gonna be super cool for upcoming games, I'm not gonna lie. And that's it, those are the new templates that are coming for Unreal Engine 5.6. They showcased this on their latest live stream, and they of course mentioned that they're still in the works, but hey, when 5.6 comes out, we will have access to all these templates, and it's gonna be so cool to play around with. You will definitely see a lot of my tutorials start up with new templates. So that's it, guys. If you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe to my channel. Join my Unreal Club if you're serious about learning Unreal Engine 5. And now, yes, with all that said, bye bye.